So welcome to the Reach Out podcast. This is episode number 2. Reach podcast is about people's life stories, really, so that they can get their side of the story out, so they can help other people with their, with their mental health and how they've dealt with it themselves. So just little tips, really. It's nice to hear that people aren't alone as well. So hopefully you enjoy it. I've just got a little piece here. I've got the crisis team number here, which is 642-860. So if you're at any time in crisis and you need someone to talk to ASAP, give them guys a call there. They can be really helpful down there. But yeah, on with the podcast. Today we have, I suppose you're pretty famous these days, Danny Kane from Next Level Fitness.
That's nice to be here. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for inviting me on.
No problem at all. So let's start from the start. We go back to, say, when you left school, because obviously people know you now because you're quite forward on social media.
I just swear a lot on Instagram, don't I?
Yeah, well, it seems like that. Yeah, and you just shout at people to be doing. You don't seem to do a lot yourself, but you seem to be doing a lot of shouting.
Seems to work, doesn't it? So when did I leave school? To be honest, I've left school twice. So I'm have you ever seen the film Billy Madison?
Yes.
That was me. So I left sixth form, wasn't for me. Then after 2 years, I decided that might be for me, this sixth form. So I went back. Then I realised that sixth form wasn't for me, so I left again. But that was quite a tough time for me, kind of the transition between going from school to almost being a kid, and then you just straight in the outside world. I see quite a good view of it outside that window, but it's quite scary. It can be quite scary if you don't know what you want to do. It's a tough spot to be in. So I found that was probably one of the starting points of my anxiety myself, to be honest, and not really knowing what I was going to do with myself.
So you literally had no idea?
Not a clue. Done lots of little jobs, lots of what's the word I'm looking for? Worked in lots of shops, lots of bars, and it was very erratic. It's like that word, Mum, erratic. But it was a hard time. To be honest, though, it was a good thing, as in I met a lot of people, made lots of friends, but it's definitely that transition between going from school to just the real world was difficult, I'd say. What did
you go into when you first left school? What kind of jobs were you doing?
I think I was working in a shop. Was I working in ShopRite? So I was in charge of all the ham and cheese.
Very nice.
That was me. Yeah, it was cold though. Just lots of shop work, lots of bar work, which is, like I said, it definitely made me grow as a person. You meet lots of new people, you speak to lots of customers, stuff like that, but it wasn't for me anyway.
Yeah.
Getting down and dirty just to earn some money, but I'm glad that I'm in a position I'm in now, which I'm sure we'll go on to.
Yeah, so the Danny Kane I know is a guy that is a funny character, very funny character. He's very out there, talk to anyone, help anyone out. But I also know this idea that, you get nervous, you get 100%. Really nervous. I'm
not going to raise my arms, that's how nervous I am.
I know. In fact, going back to the night we did it at Next Level Fitness for Reach.
The Reach boot camp. You
brought, I think it was 3 t-shirts.
3 black t-shirts, so for 3 different boot camps, that's how nervous I was. And we used all 3.
Yeah.
But no, I think that's such a good point. I think you can be very out there, be very confident and be very, give off the aura. I'm confident, don't get me wrong, but you can definitely get nervous. And I'll hold my hands up that I'll be the first to open up about how I feel. Well, let's start again. I'll be the first to now open up about how I feel, but I keep things to myself. It's very easy to say, just open up. It'd be so... Just open up, everyone, but it doesn't work like that. And I keep myself to myself a lot. But I'm more than happy today to let everything go and just kind of talk. But yeah, anxiety kind of controls a lot of my day-to-day. I have boot camps, I have PT sessions. I think, how can I get out of this? I've got 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Hope someone better call me now to go and do something. But
nobody would notice that though.
No, you wouldn't. That's also a good point. So sometimes in my head I could be freaking out, but someone said the other day, "You're fine, you're dead confident." I said, "Yeah, but you kind of see that from the outside," and that's what I want to put across to everyone today. Well, obviously, it is about me. This podcast, isn't it?
It is.
It literally is about me, but it's not about me to the point that I want to use the platform that I'm on. I'm in a very, very privileged position, that the job I'm in, the friends I've got, the family I've got. But you can have the job and have the lifestyle and still feel like, I promised my mum I wouldn't swear today, so I'm going to try my best not to fuck this up. That you can still be in a shit place and have the best things. Do you know what I'm saying? You can have the most money. That's not me. You can have the job, the car, the money, but you can still feel anxious. You can still go home, and once the doors close, you can still be staring at your ceiling and stuff going through your head. But I just want to put it across that, although I'm in the position I'm in, I still get like that. And if someone can say, oh, maybe he feels like that, well, maybe it's all right that I feel like that as well. So there's definitely two sides. You can be confident, but you can get anyone who's really, really confident, but then is really, really anxious as well. You don't have to be sad all the time to have depression.
Yeah.
You don't have to be twitching all the time to have anxiety. You can be the most confident person in the room. I also think it keeps it not exciting, but it's, what's the word I'm looking for? I like it a little bit that I do have that anxiety. Not I like it, but it makes it a little bit difficult for me. But it out of my comfort zone, there we go. So you could have 30 people in a boot camp waiting to hear what you're going to say, but I'm on edge a little bit. I'm not perfect. I'm still thinking, I wonder what they'll think about this, or this video I'm going to put out, I wonder how my hair was. I've got a nervous twitch. If anyone ever sees me do that on Instagram videos, that's my nervous twitch as well. But you can 100% be happy and confident to feel crap at the end of the day. I have bouts. Sometimes it's hard to walk through town. I forget how to walk sometimes because
I do. Yeah.
So I think, right, left foot, left foot. I'm like, again, start again. But it's really just the simplest tasks can make you feel anxious, and then sometimes the most difficult tasks are the easiest. So everybody is potentially in the same boat. Like, especially
now you're in that position where people will stop and talk to you in town. People will start to notice everything that you do.
Yeah.
You know, you're in that position now where potentially like the same as me. I've not that you're judged, but people just know who you are.
Do you feel it's helped you? Switching us on his head now. Asking you some questions. Do you feel like opening up helped you? We talked about this on the way down.
Yeah.
About once you talk about your anxiety and kind of get it out there, it's almost a weight off your shoulders. I know when I opened up to my parents and my friends and my brother and just said how I'm feeling, it was such a relief. And all I wanted, the only reason I'm on this podcast today is to, if I can just get across to one person that it's alright to feel anxious or it's alright to feel depressed or down, and just being sad doesn't technically mean you've got depression as well. So there's a fine line there, but it's alright to be down. It's alright to feel like crap.
It's definitely 100% helped me.
Yeah, it does.
100%.
I feel that as well. Opening up.
You can feel that weight lift, and you can feel a sense.
Is that a pun?
No, you can feel a sense of relief that
yeah.
You know, if I did think people were looking at me in the past, you know, because I thought that I was looking really anxious all the time and I was freaking out thinking people were looking at me. If I thought that, then that automatically went out the window because I knew people then knew what I was going through.
Yeah, I feel that as well.
So even if they were looking at me, I was then thinking, well, they know anyway.
Yeah.
Now I've got it out and
There's
it's out there.
Hide,
There's nothing to hide.
Yeah.
You're not hiding behind anything.
I want to be quite vocal on my page as well about how I struggle. I always say I've struggled in the past. I struggle now. Do you know what I'm saying? I need to maybe stop using that and just, if I can just help one person, or if someone knows that he feels like that as well, so maybe I won't feel too bad about that. Do you know what I'm saying? But opening up, we said at the start, it's very easy to say, just open up, everyone, you'll be fine. Yeah. That is difficult, and don't listen to me today saying, open up, you'll feel so much better. If you can't open up straight away, that's not a problem. Yeah. Speak to your friends, your family, even if it's just one person.
Well, this is potentially why we started Reach.
To
help people open
100%.
up so they can sit opposite us, they can have a cup of tea, and they can understand what people have been through, and they can relate to what their problems are, and it can give them a platform to then open up a little bit more. And if they feel that relief that I felt, then you know that's massive for somebody. Yeah. And then we can help them go to a different avenue. Maybe that be with you at Next Level. We can put them onto you, which we've done in the past.
We've had a lot of people. I know I train a lot of clients. Obviously, we'll mention no names here, but there's plenty of clients in the boot camps and the one-to-ones, and even who've just come for a chat who know what we're about up the gym, up at Next Level, and we're very, very mental health focused. There's no six-packs in our gym. There's definitely no six-packs in our gym.
Danny Roberts was in there a few weeks ago. I think he's got
for 24 hours we had one six-pack in the gym. But yeah, our gym is all about helping people, being open. There's trainers in our gym that struggle. If we can just be a voice, like I said, I've put posts out before, if you just want to come down and just punch the punch bag for an hour, if that stops you harming yourself or doing something stupid or hurting someone else, if you just want to come down and put some gloves on, and I'll say that to everyone who's listening to this podcast as well, if it's more than just my mum and my dad, if that stops you doing something silly, just give me a message. And if you don't want to give me, just walk into the gym, just go and use the punch bag. I would love that our gym could be a place that people could go to, just release any thoughts that I've got, and I really want that to become like a sanctuary. It's not about getting big muscles and six-packs. It really is just about mental health. Obviously, this is why we done the Reach boot camp, and the big words are coming out again, but we've said this before, the correlation between exercise and mental health is crazy. It's when I don't train or when I don't eat very well, I feel like crap. So understand, privilege is a big thing though, so understand that a lot of people don't have access to gyms, don't have access to expensive healthy food, but just get out for a walk. If you've got a dog, take your dog out for a walk, get some sunshine, get some fresh air. You
bring the sunshine, don't you?
I do. I very much do. But just get out, sunshine, going for a walk your dog. Just being with people as well. The worst thing to do is social media. Just sitting on your phone and scrolling. It's just not very good for your head. Social media can be such a good thing, and I'm here preaching how bad social media is, where kind of my business is. So it can be used to do good, but also 100% can be. I think people need educated on how to use it properly.
We spoke a lot about that. But
positive content, maybe blocking sites that are going to... I was speaking to a friend the other day who was talking about unfollowing even people or friends that aren't posting things that are going to bring you up. Even if people are posting stuff that makes you feel a bit, don't need to follow them. If you're looking at body image and you think, oh, she looks amazing here, but it makes me feel like crap, well, maybe just mute the posts, don't tell them. But if there's so much things that we can be influenced by, if something makes you feel bad, just kind of detach yourself from it. You can look at it both ways, maybe get yourself out your comfort zone and maybe do stuff that you don't want to do. But if there's stuff that's bringing negative energy around you, just bin it. There's enough stuff in this world to do.
Going back a little bit. Going back to your job and at Next Level.
Yeah.
I massively respect what you guys are doing up there, like hugely, because there's not a lot of gyms that sort of put themselves out there to promote positive mental health as well. You can. It is all. It's not really all about the money for you guys. No, I think you really are genuine.
This watch is fake. This cost me €30.
Is that your watch?
This is mine. I've got my best fake on. Where's the camera? Go on. It's not about the money at all for me. I got
that as soon as I met you.
Right. It's nothing to do with the money. Obviously you have to get paid, but if I can go home at the end of the day, and I've done the whole day for free, but I know I've helped one person, that does it for me.
Yeah.
You can have all the money in the world. Look at Kurt Cobain, Amy. There's so many famous people that you can have all the money in the world and have depression.
Yeah.
You can be the poorest person in the world and be happy. Look at Tom Hanks and Wilson. He was chilling for how many years on a beach with no money, just with a volleyball or whatever. If you're surrounded by good people and good energy, that's all you need. Money, it's a facilitator, and other than that, once you bought all your nice trainers, you're always going to want another pair of trainers, aren't you? You can have 50 grand a year, and then you want 60 grand, then you want 70 grand. If you're not happy with your day to day, I'm so lucky and so privileged, touch wood, that I'm in the position that I'm in. Also, it's not all about having a 9 to 5 and having a good job or going to university. If you feel pressured, going back to the transition between school and a job, I don't want people to feel pressured that university is the way to go. Or if you've got to go to uni because it's the best, get you the best job. So if you go, let's use like accountancy, maybe this is nothing against accountancy, but for me, I'd hate it. So I could be on 100 grand a year, but if I'm going to work thinking I can't wait to get to 5 p.m, then that's no life for me.
No,
I'd rather do 15 hours in the gym, shouting at people and living that energy, rather than. It's just not about the money. Very hard not to swear here, but yeah, it's do something that you love and you'll never work a day in your life. I preach that, and thanks to Dave Christian actually for allowing me to be in the position that I'm in. So very, very lucky.
Well, Dave as well. Let's talk about Dave a little bit.
Let's talk about Dave.
Yeah, he's been very open about his mental health as well.
Yes.
Obviously on his social media and stuff like that.
Yes.
And for you to go into that gym and work with someone like Dave,
it's a perfect fit, really.
It's perfect, isn't it?
Yeah. We bounce off each other, but the stuff he's done, same. He has clients as well that maybe are struggling or have spoke to Samaritan's crisis team, stuff like this. Yeah, that man's a saint. Or he's the head of the gym. The stuff that he does and that we do in the gym for other people, it just feels good. Do you know what I'm saying? You're allowed to also. We said this. You're allowed to feel good from helping people. We don't do it. We don't do it just to make you feel good. But you're allowed to feel good by doing something nice for someone. If you help an old lady across the road, you feel good about it. You didn't do it for yourself. You done it for the old lady. But yeah, that's probably maybe a bit of advice for someone else as well who's struggling. Go and maybe do something. If you're in the state that you can, go and do something for someone else. Just maybe set yourself a target of this week to go and do one nice thing every day for a week.
Yeah. And
see how that feels. Even if it's just, oh, you look nice today. Do you know what I'm saying? Or have you had your haircut? That's nice. Just say one nice thing, and I bet you it makes you feel good straight after it.
Yeah.
100%.
Even if it's just, I try and tell the kids in schools, you know, when you're walking down the corridor and, you know, you sometimes have the children in the classes that are really quiet in the background and, and don't really say much, and, you know, to make them feel part, even just say hello and just use their name. So whether it be you.
I saw that from you the other day when we were in Ramsey Grammar. It's
key, I think.
The simplest things, mate, isn't it? To just, all right, Ben, or all right, John, do you know what I'm saying?
Literally can make their day.
And he's like, oh, Adam Hunchian from Reach just said hello. The CEO, the founder, creator. But yeah, the simplest gesture can just go such a long way. Even like in the gym with me, even just if someone's made some progress, tell them.
Yeah.
Preach it from the top of, what's this hill called? Preach it from Manx Radio in the studio. But just be nice to other people. I find that when I'm struggling, or if I go home and I'm having a really crap day, I helped that lady today, didn't I? Or tell you what, I'm sure that she felt good from coming in the gym today, or doing the boxing with so and so, or teaching my brother how to do a squat. Do you know what I'm saying? Just something simple as that. But yeah, hopefully, yeah, just today, if this can get one message across, it's just being like. Imagine if everyone was nice to each other. What a crazy world that would be. It'd be boring now, wouldn't it? To be honest.
Yeah. You're not always going to get. You're always going to get the people that put people down as well, and that kind of thing. I think
you got to take that
in life,
rough with the smooth, and understand that happens as well.
Yeah, you have to understand that. Do you know what? One thing I got told the other day. I was with Mike Cooley from the mindfulness.
Yeah, mindfulness.
I've been doing like it's a 6-week course he invited me to, and I've never been able to do it properly. Like I've never been,
like meditation being
present.
present.
Like meditation being present in the now, and I could never do it. I could never switch my mind off. And do you know what? Sitting with Mike
feels good, doesn't it?
Sitting with Mike, just concentrating on your breath and opening your eyes once you've finished. I was a little bit disorientated. Like
you feel a little bit drunk, don't you?
Yeah, I felt like, am I still in the room? And you know, once I'd switched my mind off, and he said one thing. He said, "What's the only thing that thoughts can do?" See if you can answer it.
Tell you what, you've put me right on the spot here, Adam Wooding. What is the one thing that thoughts can do?
The one thing that thoughts will always do?
I'm gonna have to tap out here. Talk to me.
They come and go.
Hey, I like that. You know,
that's what he said to me.
I got space for a tattoo.
And do you know what?
But I like that. It's so true. Massively. You can have the most negative thought,
but it's always
going to go. The sun will always come up in the morning. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, he used that as an analogy.
It's very true, isn't it?
Look at the
weather. The stormiest clouds, but the sun, it's going to pass. The sun's going to come up one day. You could be going through do you like that? But it's you could be going through struggles. It's going to end at some point.
Yeah.
Stuff will get better. There's going to be help. Don't feel that there gets to be the end of the road and there's only one scenario, because that one scenario that we're talking about, it's going to do a lot more harm than good. It's going to pass.
It will. Yeah.
Reach out to your friends. Reach out to Adam. Reach out to the Samaritans. Just speak to someone, even if it's just. Here's another thing: if you don't want to reach out to someone, write it down. Get a diary.
Yeah.
Write it down. Today, I feel like shit. All right. Why do I feel like shit? Right. Today, this happened, and then the next day, if you feel the same again, read yesterday. Oh, okay. This happened because. Getting it out of here and somewhere else, whether it's to your friend. Talk to your dog. Your dog's not going to tell anyone, and if he does, it's even weirder.
Animals are meant to be one of the best.
They are. I've said this. In time, I'm going to have a gym. Sorry, Dave. You're invited as well. In 5, 10 years, 20 years, I want a gym which caters for mental health problems with dogs. If you're having a shit day and you see a dog, your mood will increase, unless you're allergic to dogs. We'll have to sign a waiver at the start.
Yeah,
but dogs,
some cats as well, just in case.
No cats. I hate cats. Dogs are unreal. Animals, just get yourself. We talking about this actually went to. Obviously, I'm an ambassador for I Listen charity, and just quickly touching on that, we went to the launch event the other day, and there was something to do with surroundings, and. Turned out that the surroundings in the room had been created deliberately to make you feel anxious. And before we knew what was happening, I mentioned to someone, I feel horrible here. And the point of that was your surroundings can directly affect your mental health. They said if we had waterfall music and yellow lighting, you might have felt nice, but we had red, dark lighting. There was babies crying. And it puts you on edge. So if you surround yourself with bad people, with toxic relationships, with a bad job, and you're going to feel like crap. Yeah. If you surround yourself with people that you like.
Put it this way, if you think about it in this light, if you eat terribly all the time, then you're not going to progress, you're going to feel down. So if you're constantly thinking negatively and putting negative things into your mind, then negative things are going to come out.
If you bought a new car, you're going to put the best fuel in it, aren't you?
Of course, yeah.
You're not going to say, oh, it needs premium unleaded. I'm going to put some diesel in that for a laugh. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So if you're living off smiley faces every day, you're not going to feel... Eat your greens, children. Eat your greens. Like I said, if you bought a new pair of trainers, the freshest pair of 217 crosses, and you're going to look after them, yeah? But at the end of the day, if you ruin them, you can buy a new pair of trainers, yeah? So with your body, look after your body. You can't replace that. Do you know what I'm saying? And why would you not... 100% people would treat a pair of new shoes better than they treat some people. Do you know what I'm saying? Than they treat your body. And you can buy new trainers, you can buy a new car, a new house. You only get one body. And I think we need to look after our head and our body before looking for the best. Kids in school, you talk, what do you want to be when you grow older? I want to have a good job, I want to be rich. Because what did John Lennon say? When I grow up, I want to be happy. He said, you don't understand the assignment. He said, no, you don't understand life. It's about very deep, that, isn't it? That's another tattoo. I think that's on the tricep, that one. But it's true though. I think they said, write down what you be when you want to grow up. And he said, I want to be happy. And he went, no, you don't understand. I said, no, you don't understand. I want to be happy. I don't care if I've got the best job. Bob Marley said it again. He said, all the quotes are coming out on me. I've done some research today.
You got a quote book there?
Chuck that quote book over there. He said, are you rich from this life? And he said, what does that mean? He said, well, you've got lots of money in the bank. And he said, lots of money in the bank means nothing to me. You could have all the money. Once you bought the car, the house, the dog, the 270s, then after that, once you get used to that, once you get accustomed to that, then that's it. So people need to stop thinking about the money, stop thinking about the job, the social status, and surround yourself with good people. Eat your veg, get your steps up, and just
give yourself the best chance.
Give yourself the best chance. Yeah. If you're eating crap and you're sat on social media for hours, and I do it as well, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I do.
You're not giving yourself the best chance, but also understand it's not that easy as well. So it's alright sitting up here preaching, going, "Oh, eat your veg, do your squats." When I can't remember when my last Brit of broccoli was, but it really just
it was an Alpine last week.
Actually, we did. We had it was only because they were out of breakfast, wasn't it? Otherwise, it'd have been 3 weeks ago.
We got the old eclair after it as well, didn't we? Just to make up for it.
We did. You've got to wash it down with something. Shout out to Pat a Cake as well. But yeah, surround yourself with good people. And yeah, if I can just get one message out today, it's open up when you can, speak to people. It's going to get better. there's not just one outcome. Yeah, if you're feeling like shit, speak to someone, write stuff down, come to if anyone feels like crap as well, it's not cheeky plug for the gym. We don't want it's not about the money, it's not about gaining clients. If coming down to the gym, come for free, come and try, come and run around, and I'll swear at you for 40 minutes. Come in if you want to just come use the punch bag, or just send me a message. I'm happy to speak to anyone about it. I'm sure Adam is as well.
Just hold it there a sec, mate. I just want to let everyone know that obviously if you're just tuning in right now, halfway through, this is a Reach Out podcast with Danny Kane, talking about his life, talking about what he does in the gym.
Going deep.
Going deep on his life and how he struggled with his mental health. So, if you're just tuning in now, then it's episode 2 of the Reach Out podcast. So, Danny, let me ask you, right?
Here we go. This wasn't scripted, by the way. So,
what do you want to? How do I ask this question?
I'm nervous now.
What do you want to get out of being a PT? Is this to help you, or is this to help other people?
No,
or is it
I think when I was younger, or when I started the course, it was something that I'm passionate about. But I said this today. I don't want to be a trainer. I'd say I'd class myself more as a life coach. We get results, and obviously the trainer would be my role. It would be on my CV. But it's not about that. It's more about being a life coach to people. There's so many clients that come to me just for a talk, for a chat. If I can get one thing out of my job, it would be to help people. Mental health is as important than physical health, 100%. You can have a six-pack and big muscles, but if you go to bed at the end of the day and you're not happy with where you are, or you feel depressed or anxious, or you want to do something silly, then it's not about the muscles or the physique. I'm in such a massively privileged platform in my job and my role and what I'm doing with social media that I can influence people. I have a big reach like that. I do have a big reach to people, and you can use that badly. I could very easily spread toxic stuff, but it's not what I'm about. I want to use my platform that I'm in to do good. Like, I feel good doing good things for people as well, but getting results for someone is nice, and they get you before and after photo. But someone that couldn't walk through town because their anxiety is so bad that, say, they've trained me for a few months, and do you know what? I feel happier than ever. I had a client message me last week. Do you know what? Thank you so much for what you've done. And this isn't about me. This is just about the point of what I want to do with my job. But I would rather make someone happy than make someone ripped. I think it comes with both. Obviously, with the gym, with exercise, with the correlation between exercise and good mental health, there's a couple of reasons. So obviously, one, the endorphins and the dopamine release and all the sciencey stuff. Obviously, when you exercise, your brain will release chemicals, and you will feel better. But also, you can go down the route of, okay, you go exercise, you start to improve your physique, and then your body confidence improves, so then you've got more confidence as well. So it's not just the dopamine effect of, I'm actually chemically feel better. You get your body image a bit better, and you feel more confident in yourself then. Or, I can actually wear a t-shirt now rather than having to pull my jumper down and all the time. Or I can actually had someone who's too overweight to play with their nephews and stuff, and kids come around the house and I can't even get up because I was that overweight. And then now, thank you, so I can now play with my nephews, and that for me is huge, so much better than getting someone a vein in the bicep. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just want to use my platform that I'm on to, one, show that not everyone's perfect, and I struggle 100%. Yeah. Joe as well, my brother. If you're ever at boot camp and you hear him go woo-wee, that's his nervous tick as well. So everyone, we're confident, and we both bop around and laugh, but we're both nervous as well. Do you know what I'm saying? We both get it. And me more than Joe, I think that's more of a laugh. But anyone could be in any position. I'm sure Barack Obama gets nervous. Do you know, not anymore because I'm sure he's played golf. But anyone in any kind of social status or job or role can get nervous. Do you know what I'm saying? And
it can affect anyone.
It can affect anyone. Yeah, anxiety doesn't discriminate. It's not just the poor people or the short people, or do you know what I'm saying? It could be anybody. You can have all the money in the world. You can have all the best role, the best car, the best. Not about that. Anybody can feel how they do, and I think more people than we realise feel like they do. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
But like you said before, you know we've got to help help ourselves.
Yeah.
Which means, you know, maybe doing a little bit of exercise if you can.
Too
Not everyone
right,
can.
Of course it does. Yeah.
I didn't exercise when I was going through what I went through. I was nervous about it.
And that's fine as well, because if that's what you need to do, and you need to lock yourself away for a bit, if that's going to help you, then do it. If you say, right, if I have just have 3 days in my dressing gown now, if that's what you need to do it. But if it gets to doing that all the time, then maybe there's something to change. But there's always someone out there to speak to. And when you think, oh, but I don't want to tell my best mate, it's well embarrassing. No. I'm sure your best mate would be so much happier than you telling him that. I saw something which is such a great post. It said, I'd rather hear about your shit day. I'd rather hear about your problems than hear about your death. Do you know what I'm saying? I'd rather you come to me with 55 problems and I have to, do you know what, Bobby, we're going to take you out of this PT session, and if we're just going to have an hour chat, then that's fine with me. If that's what you need, if you just need to have a chat, then let's go for a walk. Let's put the weights down. Let's go out for a walk. Let's go and steal a dog. And don't steal any dogs, by the way. But if that's what...
Where are you going with this?
Where am I going? I don't know. Let's use cats then, because I don't really like cats.
Let me ask you a question. How did your mental health affect you when you were growing up? I know you could well have gone the opposite way, couldn't you?
100%. Yeah, I could definitely
What was that due to?
What's the question? Do you mean what was what due to?
So
Why
you had 2 roads to go down.
100%. Yeah, I could have easily gone down the wrong road. But I think that was pure luck. I could have easily gone down that other road and not been in the position I'm in. Not working, maybe doing other things. But
what do you mean doing other things?
Doing other things. Well, it's definitely other people that get surrounded with the wrong crowd, with the wrong people, and end up. Say I sell gym memberships or I sell personal training sessions. Other people go down the wrong route and sell drugs, stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Or going back to the surroundings, you could easily be a very, very good person, get yourself surrounded by the wrong people, and end up doing the wrong stuff. You commit. I've been arrested before, and I tell you what, let's go on to that. Let's go deep. So I lost my driving license in 2015. Silly night, I got busted for drink driving, and I think that was another massive thing. This is quite big to open up about this, actually. A few people know, a few people don't. I got nicked for that. Lost my license, and that spiraled me into massive depression. Some people knew, some people didn't, but that was a turning point for me. That was to let my family down, to let my friends down, to let my work down. Do you know what I'm saying? That was big. But something like that. Don't let it define you as a person. Do you know what I'm saying? You can definitely have something like that happen to you. And obviously, I'm not condoning that. That was an awful thing to do. But it's a part of who I am now. Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't let that get me down. Let's go on to that. That could have affected me. That could have spiraled me into a deep depression and gone the other way. I said, do you know what? Let's go and I've done it now. Let's go down that route. Let's just be an idiot. Yeah. But I thought, let's not let that define you. Let's give myself a kick up the ass and come back to that. So, or let's go and do something good now. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that's out now, actually. But don't let something so silly as that define me, because I could have easily gone the wrong route. So that was a big part of my depression, actually, looking back. Or anxiety. I wonder who's going to find out. Or when it was in the newspaper, oh, my grandma's going to see that now. And I thought, but it's not the be all and end all. You can be a good person and something bad happens. You could be a bad person, but you can, just because you give £10 to a charity box doesn't make you a good person. Do you know what I'm saying? So don't let one thing define you. That's a big thing as well. Don't let, if you've done one silly thing or you said something stupid, or don't let that really, really get you down. Everything's going to be, this podcast will be forgotten in 10 years. Hopefully not, but
probably we get forgotten in about a week, mate.
Hopefully, yeah. But everything, there's always going to be something new. You see things happening in the news. That will be last week's news next week.
Yeah.
It will pass.
Yeah.
The same with a storm. It's going to pass and the sun's going to come up. So don't let something that's happened in the past define you as a person now, because I'm in such a privileged position now. Again, going back to that very lucky, and I understand that.
You made that decision yourself, though. You knew
yeah,
that you could have gone down that road.
100%.
It was getting to you. You were depressed, and
defo.
You could have easily gone down that route, and kudos to you for not. Because a lot of people. It's a small island, and that kind of thing happens quite a lot over here. One thing can get you in.
Of course, it is. Man's whispers as well.
There. Yeah, you're right, exactly. So it's massive that you got out there, and you're on a stage now where pretty big nowadays, to be fair. On your no, not big.
I was gonna say
No, not your arms. I meant your profile.
No, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Profile's really big, and it's great that you publish every day.
I just want to use that to do good though.
Yeah, you do though, which is great.
I'm trying to promote that fitness doesn't need to be bench press, heavy squats, getting 6-packs, eating chicken, rice and broccoli. It's not about that. Fitness is just exercise. It's getting your heart rate up. It's getting off the couch, and we try and make it fun. Like, I'm sure if you've been to any of our
you definitely do make it fun.
There's nothing serious in our gyms. Like, if anyone's self-conscious and doesn't want to go to the gym, try something different. It does not have to be, damn, give me 20 more. I think I've said that once before, but
that was probably to your brother Joe.
It was. And
flaking out again.
He's flaking out again, actually. I'm sure you could get him on this, actually. But yeah, it has to be fun. You have to do something you enjoy. If you get to the end of the day and think, oh, I'll go to the gym later, or if you think, oh, I can't wait to go to the next level, he's going to swear at me and call me a pussy for 40 minutes, and I'm surrounded by good people and all having a laugh and got some cheesy music on, and that's what it's about. I want to put positive content out. I want to put some obviously funny stuff out. To me, if I can make one person laugh, then that's it. If I can improve someone's mood once a day, then that's it for me.
Do you know, I read in a book the other day that we're the only mammals. Our generation are the only mammals that aren't in a tribe anymore. We you know are like mammals.
Oh yeah.
We all grew up in a tribe. Like we used to be in a tribe, just like packs of wolves and fish, that kind of thing. That everyone's in it.
Everyone's
in a
better
pack.
in it together, but
well, exactly. But
idiots.
we're not now. Apparently, we've pulled ourselves away, and now we're individuals.
How do you feel about that? What do you reckon?
I think you need.
Do you reckon the point of this is to surround yourself with your friends and family? Nothing. You can't really do anything alone, can you? We talked about this last week. So even if you're a top businessman, if you team up with 2 more top businessmen, how much better is that going to be? I can't save the world on my own. I can't make everyone in the Isle of Man fit on my own. But if we link up with other people, if we say, actually, let's team up with Reach and see how we can help Reach.
Look how much it helped though. The amount of people that were there was incredible.
Yeah, it was a good night, that, from what I can remember.
So we can look at it and, you know,
we are better in it together, 100%. 100%.
Which means if you've had a day and you're on your own and you're thinking, right, I'm a bit nervous to go to the gym, go and get yourself involved. And I'd recommend your gym 100 times over. Because the people that go, everyone has a laugh, like you say. You make everyone laugh. Go and get involved. You're not gonna be looked at differently. You know, there's no nerves when you're up there.
It's just positivity.
Go and get involved with that kind of group of people.
Yeah, of course.
And just see how. And I know a couple of people that it's helped massively. Being involved in that group. Kind of group. It's not even.
It is therapy. Say it is therapy.
It's a little bit of therapy,
on your tongue now, unless it's a lisp.
It's a little bit. It is a bit of therapy, though. You're right.
100%. Like, and going back to the meditation thing, meditation doesn't have to be sitting with your eyes closed.
No, it doesn't.
Listening to waterfall music. Meditation can be anything. Gym can be meditation. You put your headphones in for an hour and go and lift some weights or go for a run. That's meditation. Go and take your dog for a walk.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
Meditation is just being present. So, being at one with your surroundings and just. Something else I read the other day, like, there could be a murder happening on the street and there's so many people that are walking down on their phones. Like, did you see what happened? You were on the street?
Yeah.
Oh, no, actually, I was liking Joe Kane Fitness's post. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, people are so detached from the real life that there could be something so major happen around you that we are so unpresent. Try as well, just take your phone off for an hour and go and look at the sky. Go and look at the people walking in Strand Street, just being present and take stuff in. Like, it's
the one thing that massively helped me. I think it was Mike Hewley again that said it to me a few months ago. He said, just go for a walk. Don't take your phone. Go for a walk. And
of course.
Listen for the sounds around you. Like, listen for the leaves on the trees. Listen to the cars going past. Focus on every noise that you can hear.
Focusing on something
stills your mind completely because you're in the present moment.
Tell you what, if I have a half an hour scrolling through social media, I come off it and I feel
knackered,
awful, tired as well. So that's a good thing as well. Stress, anxieties, you can feel physically tired, and then if you're surrounding yourself with that shit that is going to make you feel like that, and you feel, I'm so tired, all I want to do is go to bed. Well, that can be such a vicious circle as well to try and get yourself out of that. It's so easy for me to sit and preach and go and get out for a walk, eat your food and eat do your exercise. It's 100% not that easy, and I understand that. Little tiny bits. Set yourself one thing to do. Do you know what? Tomorrow, I'm going to get up before 7.
You robbed that off.
I've robbed that off Adam Hudgen, the CEO, the founder.
So let me explain this, because if you're going to rob my quotes and not not call me out on it. So I work with the children on a Wednesday at Ramsey Grammar, and this one lad, he needed a little bit of, what's the word? Not guidance. He just needed some structure in his life, and I said to him, right, tomorrow, write this down. Said tomorrow, set your alarm and get out of bed for 7 o'clock, not a minute later or a minute earlier. When that alarm goes off, jump out of bed, throw your sheets off. You know when you get dead cold, throw your sheets off, jump out of bed, go into the bathroom, get some cold water and splash it in your face.
I like it.
And I tell you now, you won't go back to bed. You will not go back to bed.
You
So I said, and there's your first task for the whole day ticked off. So
and you've achieved something, haven't you?
You completed one task.
Yeah.
Then I said to him, right, you go to school at 7:45. Make sure your bed's made. Just go and throw your covers on. Make sure your bed's made.
I do that every day now.
There's 2. You've nailed 2 tasks, and you've achieved 2 things before you've even gone to school.
Yeah.
And he was thinking positively about it. And I said, then you can start to make little goals throughout the day.
Yeah.
Just little tiny goals, and then you go home and you're like, oh, my bed's made. That's ace, and I've just completed.
That's
9
task
goals.
number 3 done, exactly. Yeah.
So just little things like that.
I think a sense of, is unfulfillment a word? If it isn't, it is now. So let's look at it. So people who feel that they have no purpose, or if people sit and cry to me in the office thinking, no one would even care. I've got no purpose. So if you set yourself a goals and you've done something, that gives you a sense of purpose then. If you think, actually, do you know what? That did benefit someone, or say something nice to someone every day. And then if you get to the end of the day, I said something nice to someone today, then that's affected them in a positive way. I think a lot of people maybe don't feel that they have a sense of purpose, and that's a massive thing. That if you think that nobody's bothered and no one's asked, then that can get quite dark then. So everybody has a sense of purpose. Everybody, there's people around you that love you. There's 100% everybody, I'm sure, will have one person that will care for them, or if you weren't here, that would affect. Do you know what I'm saying? I think people need to realise that more people around them like them, adore them, respect them, or be bothered that they weren't here. Do you know what I'm saying? So every single person has a purpose in this world.
I think
every single person.
I think that's where we can preach next level and say, right, if you're listening to this podcast and you don't go to the gym and you're feeling really down about yourself, and just getting out of the house can really help, head down to next level and just go and pop in and say hello to Danny. Like I can promise you, he's not going to bite your head off. He's not going to tell you to leave the gym. He will probably put some pads on, and he'll probably say, "Go on, show me what you got. Give me some 1-2s.
Yeah, I'm more than happy
you and
to
Joe
offer
try and do down there."
If anyone is really struggling, give me a message after this, and I don't want your money. Let's go and throw some hands in the gym. Like, honestly,
you're gonna do yourself.
I'm gonna watch this. My phone's buzzing in my pocket now. Watch this.
What, free sessions?
Give me just. Please, I'd rather that. I'd rather give it half an hour of my time than read an article in the newspaper that someone's done something stupid. Do you know what I'm saying? Or
100%.
There's more than me at Next Level, and I wanna say that there's a brilliant team. There's me, there's Dave, there's Joe, there's Kate, there's Carla. There's a lot more people behind the scenes. That we are a team, and it's not just me. Obviously, I'm quite vocal on social media, but the team down there is unbelievable. Like the chance that Dave gave me to take me on as well. It's a good family that, and like you said, there's no six packs, there's no muscles. We are just about helping people. There's 1 6-pack. Joe's got a 6-pack, but
no, everyone's got that.
Actually,
everyone's got that when you're that.
Everyone below 11 years old has that frame, and you have their ribs. Joe's class as well. Joe's very, very good at motivating people and making it.
I think you people can really influence.
I hope so. I hope that we haven't even touched the surface yet.
No, I don't think you have.
No, I hope not. I really hope
things
not.
That we can do
100%, and we have big things on the horizon, things that we've got planned already.
Let's talk about that. Well,
let's go there. Let's go there.
So I brought you up to Ramsey Grammar
Wednesday,
yeah, and we had a great chat with Josie Corrin.
The teachers, we met the head teacher.
We met the head teacher, Annette Baker. We had a good chat about doing a PG lesson, which is general studies. Is that right?
It's basically sex, drugs, rock and roll, isn't it? That's what we were told.
So we're going to do some stuff. We're going to do a 6-week program.
Anything that's not on the curriculum. So I think we're going in there with the exercise and mental health route, and just that needs to be in the curriculum.
Well, that's another day to talk about that.
That's another podcast.
I think you need to get in touch with Boris about that.
No,
I don't think we can change that just yet.
Whoever the next guy will be, I'll speak to that guy. But
yeah, we're really looking forward to working with you there, and I think the kids
I'm very much looking forward to that.
will love. I
think we're quite relatable.
I hope so.
I'm sure we've both spent hours in the corridor at Ballacamine.
Outside the teacher's office, maybe.
Yeah. We're more relatable than some 60-year-old geezer from the church coming down and saying how important good mental health is. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nothing against the church. The church does brilliant things for mental health, by the way. It could be anyone, but I think because we're younger, we're younger, we're more relatable. So us going into the schools, hopefully from next week, that's really I'm massively humbled by that. The fact that going back to 2015, when I thought my life was done, do you know what I'm saying? That's me now. I'm going to be on the Green Mile soon. But that's that for me, to go from there to being allowed to going into schools and to help kids and being influenced, that's blows my socks off. I'm so excited to get working with the kids, to teach them about mental health, how important exercise is, and eating well, and just going and chilling with them. Do you know? I'm so much looking forward to that. Shout out to Ramsey Grammar as well for giving me that chance to work with the schools, to work with the kids. They've even got pigs. Ramsey Grammar, by the way, is doing amazing things for mental health. They are doing bits down there. They've got Zen rooms. They have just lots of teachers. Yeah, they've got Buddha-heads in there. No, but there's almost a separate place in the school. Like Adam will say more about this, but they really, really cater for mental health. The teachers, how they speak with the students is unbelievable. They are top. I'd say they are the top dog over here. The head teacher, Annette Baker, is all about it. And
she's willing to listen to ideas, which is great.
We only went to say hello, and she sat us down, and we had a little board meeting. I thought I was going to be fired straight away. But we sat with the school council, and we were talking about to 3 of the kids about what they want to do, because I said, it's your school, it's your voice, you need to tell us. We're not going to come in and just make you all do burpees. But the kids, this generation of say 10 to 18, they're the next. Obviously they're the next generation, but if these are all getting influenced by crap on social media, then in 10 years that's going to be the norm. Do you know what I'm saying? They will be the 30-40-year-olds that are in Parliament and running the show. So we need to get to the root now, which I think charities like Reach and I Listen are doing brilliant things about, like
prevention work.
Rather than so get to it before. So get to it before it gets too late. So obviously Reach is you are a middleman, so someone who's waiting to see someone tell you what, I am sweating here. Do you know what? I'm going to give the camera a little show there. That just shows you can be nervous. You can have your own Instagram page and be nervous, but what are we talking about? That's how nervous I am.
So I think later on down the line, everyone can sort of come together on the Isle of Man and say, right, let's really hit this. Then fingers crossed, we can start to make a real change. Yeah.
So same with, let's go like global warming. Imagine if we all said 30 years ago, let's all just do our little bit now. If we all chuck like one bottle away a week, then we won't have to get to the shithole that we're in now.
Don't you start this.
But that's another podcast as well. But imagine if everyone done their bit 30 years ago, and then we wouldn't have to get to this point where literally...
Well, that's what we're going to try and do. We're going to try and by doing this in Ramsey, we're going to try and get them active. We're going to try and get them...
If you can get to a kid early, before they've got depression or chronic anxiety or develop some kind of psychoactive disorder... And then how ace is that? I've just burped on the radio. That's the worst thing I've ever done.
Right, well, we're going to wrap it up now.
Let's wrap it up, because I've just ruined it with that. I've just ruined the whole podcast there. But thank you very, very much for having me on. Thanks to everyone who listens to this. And if I can just get one thing out of this podcast is, I'm going to name more than one thing here. Reach out. I've had a belter today, haven't I? Reach out to your friends. Also, double ask. Check up on your friends. If they say they're okay, ask again. Ask them a second time, are they okay? Are you really okay? Are you sure? If you've had a friend that's been quiet for a few weeks, check up on them. Surround yourself with good people. Get active and understand that this thing's going to get better. Yeah, reach out to people. Reach out to me. Reach out to Adam. And we're all in this together. So I just want to say thanks for having me on. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you've been great. You have actually been great, and it was nice to hear your story. And obviously, anyone listening, you can tell that he can talk. So go and talk to him. Go and give him a shout. But yeah, thank you.
More than happy to
thank you for coming. Yeah, and I really hope that Next Level keeps going the way it's going, because it is affecting people and it's changing people's minds.
I appreciate it, and the same for Reach. I think you're doing.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely amazing things. And shout out to Adam as well. I've said this plenty of times, but for what he done in, when was it, April, to open up, the amount of people that you single-handedly have helped and affected, mate, I'm getting quite emotional here.
Well,
it's unbelievable. I've seen it firsthand. We've been on the phone to people that are in dangerous places, and I've seen it firsthand, and the work that you're doing is unbelievable. And yeah, just a shout out to you, mate. It blows my head off, and I'm very grateful to be a part of it. Yeah, and let's just keep doing what we're doing, mate. And yeah, appreciate you having me on. Let's wrap this up.
Thank you very much. So,
no worries, mate.
Yeah, that's Danny Kane. What a great story he's had, and I hope people get some, little tips from where he was at. And you can tell, he's a personal trainer, so he has to be. He's in the public eye a lot, and he still struggles. He still gets nervous. He gets anxious. I've seen it firsthand a lot of times. So yeah, just remember, you're not in it alone. And yeah, I've got the crisis number here again, just to reiterate. It's 642-860. So if you're in crisis, you're worried about somebody in crisis, please give them a call. If you need somebody to speak to about what's going on in your life, or you just want to hear somebody else's story, please drop us a message at Reach IOM on Facebook. My number's on there as well. Get in contact, and we can meet up. We can sit down and
100%.
And hopefully we can make a difference. So yeah, thank you for listening, and give us some feedback when you've heard it. And enjoy the rest of your week, everybody.
Yeah, cheers, guys.